What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben. So today when it comes to watchOS 11, I'll be happy to let you know that as you can see by going into the settings, you are going to now get the release candidate version. And this update for me on my Apple Watch Ultra 1 comes at exactly 304 megabytes, and I was updating from the previous beta before this. Among this update, Apple also released a number of other releases. So we have iOS and iPadOS 18 release candidate version. There is no iOS and iPadOS 18.1. Those will be released in October next month. And we also got macOS 15.1 release candidate. macOS 15.1 will be released as well next month in October. We also got tvOS 18 RC and watchOS 11 RC alongside visionOS 2 RC and an older version of iOS, which is iOS 17.7 RC and iPadOS 17.7 RC. Most of these updates I definitely do cover here on the channel, so if you want to stay up to date, then definitely do subscribe so that you don't miss out. A good thing about this update that Apple started to recently include, you can see here when you go to the software update page, before they would just say that, hey, this update includes bug fixes and security improvements, but you can see here they tell you a little bit, actually a fair bit of what watchOS 11 includes, which is something we had been pushing for a while now. So this is something that's good, and at the same time Apple actually told us when this update is going to be released. If you go to this website here, beta.apple.com, you can see the domain right there, and you go to where it says watchOS 11 right here under this section, you can see fine-tuned for you. It's going to be available on the 16th of September. And looking at our calendar right here, this is going to be next week Monday. So get ready to update your devices to watchOS 11. And at the same time, it's not just watchOS 11 that's going to be released next week Monday. iOS 18, iPadOS 18, macOS 15.0, tvOS 18, watchOS 11, and HomePod software 18 are all going to be released next week Monday. The only updates that are going to be released a month after in October are iOS 18.1 and macOS 15.1. I think the reason for that is because those updates carry Apple Intelligence features that are going to be in beta for a while now and still need to be finalized. So I think that's the reason why. But for now, let me just quickly update my device and then we'll see what's new with this update. So my device has now been updated to watchOS 11. We'll let Snoopy do his thing. It's in the morning and I'm being encouraged to work out. This is one of the favorite watch faces that I like here on watchOS 11 because it's dynamic. And now if we go into our settings just to see the new software changes that we have, you can see our device is up to date. And if we go to the about, you can see the build number that we have, 22R349. Now if you are on the beta, technically this should be the release or the same build that is going to come out on next week September 16 to the general public, unless if Apple sees some issues or if this update develops something, then they might release a release candidate version 2, which has happened before in the past. But it's pretty common for Apple to use this same build for a public release, which means that if you are on it and there's no RC2, you'll be on that version. In terms of what's new with this update, if you go to your new watch face page right here, you can see that this has been updated, unlike before where we only had the photos watch face and existing watch faces. Now we have the photos, which is a new watch face with watchOS 11 that has been improved with machine learning, and we have 2 extra watch faces. So if you click there, you can see the first watch face that we have is Flux, and if we add Flux, you can see here we have, it tells you that Flux combined topography with color and movements to show the passing time. Color fills the face from the bottom as the second count and the numerals snap into new formats when the minute changes, and both the colors and numerals are constantly in flux. So that's one of the new watch faces. You can add it right here, and in this section here you can see you have different subsections or different variants that you can choose from: Arabic Western, Arabic Eastern, I don't know what this is. So just 3 different variations right there. And here we have different styles. So outline style or just field style. Apple showed off the field style, and you can also choose different colors. If you want to be like minimalistic, you can choose that color right there. And also I like this dynamic way it changes, and that's about it. So you can change the color, you can change the style, you can change the numerals. And now if I click here and then I've added it, this is how it looks. If I move this, it doesn't really do anything. But something that's cool about this watch face is that the time right here, you can see 0736, it takes on the color of this Flux watch face. It actually looks pretty good, and you can see as the minute continues to go up, this cool animation of the second fills up like this, and you can see it's going up and up with each passing second. And from here to the top, it should be a full minute, or put simply about 60 seconds. If I lower my risk and then raise it up again, you can see it does like a little wake up animation. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And then when it goes to sleep, this is how it looks. Pretty cool, minimalistic look when it's sleeping. I actually like this. And of course, like Apple showed off the new Apple Watch, I'll show you that pretty soon. You can see if you go to our new watch face light here and click on add watch face, we have another watch face that has been added, and it's called Reflections. This is one of the watch faces that Apple used to announce the new Apple Watch Series 10. And Reflections, you can see here referencing the material used to make Apple Watch, and Apple Watch in this case, I think Series 10. This face features a metallic sunburst dial that reflects light in response to the movements of your wrist. Reflection is available in a range of colors and features for customizable complications. So this is how it looks. If we add the watch face right here, you can see full screen mode, you have circular mode, so just 2 modes only. So I think full screen mode is going to be looking good, especially on the Apple Watch Series 10 that is almost edgeless. And then you have different colors that you can customize right here. If you're trying to go for a certain aesthetic look, you can select the one that goes best with the color that you are trying to select. But for the new watch face in jet black, this one will be the one to go for. But for me, I have like a green band on, so green might be the color to go for if I was trying to set a tone here. But complications, you see, if I go to the complications section, complications not available for this style. So I think for you to be able to add complications, you have to select the circular mode or style. And now if I go to the complications, you can see they now become available. So that's just something to keep in mind, that you get about 4 different complications that you can add. But if I'm going to be using this watch face, at least for me on my device, I think aesthetically it looks best with this when it's full screen like this. And let me just wipe my watch to make it look cleaner. My fingerprints are like everywhere. So yeah, this is how it would look. I would just go into edit and put a green color, and basically this is how I would set it if I was going to be rocking this. But in my opinion, I like the Flux watch face better. It's more colorful and the animation are more visually pleasing. In the Apple Watch application right here, you can see when you go to the My Watch Face page right here, the new watch face page has been updated, and you will see this once you update to the latest iOS 18 release candidate version. And right here you can see they've added the photos watch face. This one I've made a full dedicated video about it, and it uses machine learning to be able to find the best place to place the clock with your different pictures. And unfortunately, because of this watch face, they have removed the portrait watch face, because this new photos watch face just does everything. And you can see also the 2 new watch faces that I highlighted, Reflections, and you have Flux, which is a pretty neat looking watch face right here. So basically that is how this update of watchOS 11 comes in for me on my Apple Watch Ultra 1. This is how it is. I'm not sure if there's going to be features with the new update that Apple Watch Ultra 2 is going to be getting that Apple Watch Ultra 1. There's a few things like double tap and so on. So let me know if you're going to be updating to this update next week, Monday on the 16th of September. And if you like this video, definitely do give it a like and subscribe and join the family. Peace.